Hi there, this is Mr. Graves, and today we're going to be talking about shapes. Okay, now, you'll notice that there are some tools up here. This one is selecting stuff, so in case you are working on like a line or a shape or whatever and you're finished, if you click on select, that will make it so that you are able to choose stuff instead of change stuff. Okay. You've got shapes, you've got lines, you've got text boxes, you've got images and some other stuff. You can also go from the insert menu. When you have the insert menu, you can choose images. We'll work with those at a different time. Text boxes, not today. Shapes, yes, we will do that. Okay, and you'll notice that there are 4 categories of shapes. And there's lots of different cool ones. Okay. There's tables, there's charts, there's diagrams, there's word art, there's lines. Again, we're going to stick today with shapes. Okay, so we're going to put in about 5 different shapes. Let's put in a rectangle or square. Okay, depends on how you put it together. Now, a couple of things about your square. Number one, you can change its dimensions. You can change lots of stuff. So let's talk about this first. So you see the dots at the corners. The dots at the corners allow you to change the dimensions of your square or rectangle in 2 different directions at the same time. If I take the ones that are in the center of the line, it only changes along that. Okay, so it only stretches it in that direction, although you can make it narrower, right? Okay. By the way, if you grab it, you move the whole thing, just so you know. Okay, so you've got those 2 controls. You've got the corners, which lets you change in 2 dimensions. You've got the dots in the middle that can change it in 1 direction. And then you have this. Okay, when you have this, okay, you can rotate. Okay, and then we'll tell you exactly how many degrees you're going to be rotating. All right. Now, to give you more complete control, okay, when you're working on your square there, you can work with some different kinds of tools. Okay, so they have more for options. You'll notice that with your square you have at least these tools right here, so you can change the color of your square or rectangle. You can change the color of its outline. I'll make it red, sure. You can change the thickness of the outline. This is what it normally is. I'm going to make it a bit thicker so it's easier to see. Okay, so you see that's gotten a little red. And then you see this one here, which is whether or not you want to have the line around your shape be solid or dotted or dashed or whatever. Okay, I'm going to stick with solid. Okay. I'll rotate it just a little bit just to make sure that you remember I can. Okay? Now, we've got those. Let's put in a couple more shapes. Okay, we'll do this the easy way. Let's do a circle. Okay, we'll do at least 1 from each category. Okay, so I've got a circle. You'll notice that it's on top of the other one and it has all the same stuff. Yellow, red outline, same thickness outline, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's change that. So I'm going to go to my fill color, and this time I'm going to change it to a gradient. Okay, and with my gradient, I'm going to choose something kind of cool. Let's try like orange. That's kind of neat, right? And let's change the background color to that to, black. Okay, and we'll make the thickness a little narrower. Okay, that looks kind of cool, right? Let's put in 3 or 4 more. Okay, we're going to choose arrows. Let's do an arrow. Sure. Okay. Okay, you'll notice that my arrow is there. Now, for some reason, that one didn't have the same things. But also, I want you guys to notice there's a couple more dots and controls on this. So, yeah, I can change it and keep it from being blue. We'll make it dark gray. Okay. Let's make it so that the outline is a little thicker. Let's make it so that the outline is a light gray. Okay. Now, let's make it so that it's dotted. Now, I want you to notice that there's a little orange dot here and a little orange dot here, or it's actually a diamond. What does that do? Well, I can make it so that my arrow gets fatter, okay, or skinnier. Okay, so it's up to you. Now, I've also got this dot here, and what it does is it lets me, I can click on it, makes it so that I can make my arrow head narrower or not. Okay. All right, so that's our third shape. Let's do a couple others. We'll try the other ones. We've got callouts. Let's do, let's do a 7-pointed star. Okay, again, it has the same attributes as my arrow. We're going to change that. We'll make it a nice gradient. We'll make it a nice green. Okay, and we'll give it an outline that's a nice dark green. And we'll make that fatter. We're not going to have it be dotted. Dashed works. Okay, I know that looks kind of funky, but that's okay. We're just practicing. Okay, we got one more, and we're going to do an equation one. So we've got all these. Let's do not equal to. Okay, and we're going to make that one white. Okay, and we'll keep everything else the same. Okay, now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to reorder these in their stack. So these are like cards on a stack. So this card I played first, so it's on the bottom. This one's on top of this one's on top of this one's on top of this, and this one's on top of this. You're going to reverse the order. Okay. Now, by the way, you see the dots. I'll let you mess with those at some point later. So we're going to now move these and put them on the bottom. Okay. So this one here, what you can do is you right-click on this, go to Order, go to Send to Back. You'll notice it's now under the green one. It's also actually under all of them, but you can't see that. If I move my yellow one, it's also under that. Okay. So just an FYI. All right, so we got this one. We're going to move this one so that it's actually underneath this. Okay, so we're going to move it back a step. Okay, so I right-click, I order, send backward. See how that one's now under there? So this one's on the bottom, this is on top of that, this one's on top of that. This one now needs to go on top of this. Okay. So, order, bring forward. I may have to do this more than once. Order, bring forward. Okay? Now, this one here. This is the easy one. We're going to go to Order, bring to front. All right, so we had them in reverse order before. So now this one's on top. Next, 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 where this one used to be on top, and then this one, this one, this one, with this one on the bottom. Okay, so that's really kind of all there is to this, guys. Try and do that. See if you can do what I did. Thanks. Bye.